Denny Blanco, my man, how you doing?
You know the vibes. I'm always excited to talk basketball, talk the
That's right.
future, and we got a special guest in the building today.
Um, Before we get to him, you can find Denny Blanco on all social media platforms. Sir Denny Blanco, myself, Rainy J. Cruz, R-E-N-D-Y, letter J-C-R-U-Z. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. Go to youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for you boys on the program. If you're watching live on Twitter, on YouTube, thank you. We appreciate it. We don't really get into the high school basketball realm or the college basketball realm, but I think we are going to go down that path going forward. So if you're watching this, in the middle, we have Mr. Brandon Stores Jr., high school senior from St. Raymond's High School here in the Bronx, Georgia Tech commit. So the future is bright over there. Brandon Stores, my man, how you doing?
What's up? I'm good. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I've been telling Dennis for quite a while on some real stuff. For quite a while that I've been wanting to have you on the show, and just knowing you for quite some time, your family, and just seeing you play basketball. Great kid, great upbringing. The future is bright for you. And me and Dennis tend to watch a lot of college basketball, so I know we'll be seeing you a lot next year up in the ACC at Georgia Tech. But you do have a big championship game coming up this Saturday.
Yeah.
Going for back-to-back in the Catholic High School Archdiocese Championship against Stepanak, who you beat last year. It is Thursday, so that's 2 days from now. So what is the overall feelings, the game plan about trying to go back-to-back against this rival with Stepanak?
Yeah, they've been probably our biggest rivals since I've been in high school. They won the city championship back-to-back years, and last year we was the only team to beat them. And this year we lost to them twice, but I feel like we're playing our best basketball now, and so I think we have a real good shot at beating them. And we just excited because we the defending Archdiocese champs, so we take great pride in that, and we just ready for the game, and we excited for Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And you would agree that during your high school tenure, Stepanak has been like the ultimate rivalry for you guys?
Yeah, them or like Cardinal Hayes, they both
Yeah.
like our biggest rivals. It goes back and forth, but more than Stepanak is kind of like that team we trying to knock off the top.
I mean, but you did last year, but now you just got to do it again, right?
Right, exactly.
No
Dennis,
pressure. No pressure.
Go ahead, Dennis. You got it.
Yeah, no pressure. So listen, I mean, going to Georgia Tech, obviously you got this game coming up, but just stepping on to the future a little bit. Going to Georgia Tech, if you may, give us a little bit of information about why Georgia Tech versus, I mean, I saw some other schools there that are maybe interested in you. But why Georgia Tech, if you may, please, for our audience?
Well, one is Coach Damon. He when he started recruiting me, I kind of related to him because he's a coach of color, so I kind of relate to him. And he played in the NBA, he coached in the NBA, he coached in college, so I just feel like his resume speaks for itself, and I feel like to get me to the next level, wherever that may be, and to get the most out of me, I just thought he was the best person to get that out of me. And so, and I also wanted to get away from home. Atlanta is far, but not too far from New York. And so, I thought that was it was the perfect situation for me.
Perfect answer. Second question, just follow up to that. So obviously Damon Stoudemire. Now, for those who don't know, please do your Googles, please. I mean, he was the original small guard who was shifty, crafty. Reminds me of Isaiah Thomas, if you will. Mm-hmm. Who else, Randy, to this day? Like who else
Stoudemire?
Yeah, Damon Stoudemire. Like Isaiah Thomas is a perfect example.
Like a Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings, yeah. But I mean, Isaiah is a perfect example because both short but crafty. They all had counters, could shoot the three, was very easy getting to the paint. Having stated that, has there been a player in the NBA or even college that you look at their game, you say, you know what, that's me? Or something to that effect. Any player, whether college or NBA, where you're looking at their game, you're like, either I want to, that's how I want to model my game, or I like their game.
Well, it's funny because he's not in college no more. He's kind of like going back and forth from the G League and NBA. Is Ron Harper Jr.
Okay.
especially when he was at Rutgers. I saw the way he played, kind of similar in build and just similar type of game. Just kind of playing like him. I watched a lot of him. Not too many people in the league I really look at. Obviously I look at guys like DeMar DeRozan, Devin Booker, guys like that, and I kind of take some stuff from their game. But I'm kind of just taking a little bit from a couple people, different games, and trying to just be myself.
Brilliant answer, Randy. He's good. This boy is good. He's got some training.
I think what's also important. You are from the Bronx, born and raised in the Bronx, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How good does it feel that a Bronx kid is getting out and then going to a major ACC school like Georgia Tech?
It's kind of an honor because there's so many kids in the Bronx that don't get the opportunity or get the chance I get, and I'm just blessed that the people in my circle is able to keep me focused and put me in the right rooms, and that's why I'm able to get to the level I am today. It's just my circle that's kept me focused and just kept pushing me to be great, and that's why I'm able to go to Georgia Tech next year. And coming from the Bronx, I take coming from being from the Bronx, it's an honor, just to represent.
Yeah, like Dennis, I don't know if you know, but my man right here is the all-time scoring leader in St. Ray's history. You know how many people went to St. Ray's, bro?
You know what I mean? Listen, either he's that good, either he's that good, or because there's a lot of off rip. I mean, one of my favorite, Kareem Reed, your best kept secret. This is maybe before your time. You may not, this is before a couple people's time, but yeah, St. Raymond's has a long list of players that have done damage. In terms, when was the ball put in your hands first? The basketball, when was the basketball put in your hands first?
Well, I always been around basketball because my cousin played Division I basketball. My dad.
Good, okay.
So I always been around basketball. I feel like I really started playing at 9 when I joined the AAU team, and I started really playing and training and stuff like that. So around 9, and over the years, it's just gotten more serious till I got to this point.
Yeah. Talk about some of the influences in obviously your parents, mom and dad, a lot of coaches in your circle, Coach Lopez, Coach O, Coach Mark, you got Kareem Reed, Book Richardson. How important was that to get those, Kenny Satterfield? A lot of people have been in your circle for so long. How important was that to get knowledge and influence of people who's been around the game for so long?
Yeah, like I said, when I was talking about my circle, all those guys are part of my circle. They either coached or play at the next level that I was trying to get to and that I'm trying to get to. And so the fact that I've been able to be surrounded by them, they've been able to train me, coach me, it's just a blessing because, not a lot of people get to have that much basketball knowledge around them, that many played or coached at that level. And so, they're a big reason why I am in the position I am today.
Yeah. Are you at the point now you feel confident to going up to a Kareem Reed or Kenny Sat? Yo, man, I can beat you now 1-on-1. What's good? Let's play ball right now.
Easy. Slow down.
They all 40+ years old.
Look. Randy said they're gonna get this work.
No, I understand. It can happen. You know how it goes, man. Check up. I could beat you now 1-on-1, but sometimes it may not go. It may not go that way, bro.
Nah, I don't think they want to play me.
You see?
Hear that, hear that K-Sat? You don't want this smoke, man.
No. If you had to, you're on the other team. Yeah. Brandon's coming to town. Brandon's, coming playing this tournament. Hit hoops in the sun, obviously, right? Let's say you're coaching on the other side, hypothetically. What are you telling your players about Brandon? What's the scouting report? You've watched them a couple of times, so this will be interesting to see how you off the top of your head give a scouting report to a team that's supposed to stop him. What's your scouting report?
Bro, first of all, why would I do that?
You'd want him on your team.
You're the
You'd
coach.
want him on your team because you know better.
Nah, I'm rooting for the kid. Like I'm like, yo, so stepping back to stop beast stores, you got to do. I'm not doing that.
Look. You gotta keep that.
That's your job.
No,
that's their job.
Well, yeah, not to stop him, but again, obviously, for him to play the position that he played, you've seen him play. Inside, outside, mid range, strong with the basketball. I imagine all those things are part of his repertoire. Correct, Randy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So B, I would ask you. Obviously, you have time for growth, but like, is there a part of your game that you feel like it's good, but I want to master this part more? I want to evolve certain elements of my game.
Yeah, I kind of just really everything, just getting better at everything. You know, I don't think I'm perfect or super great in one particular area.
Yeah,
a lot of things pretty well, but you know, I think just like, you know, ball handling and really working on my body to be to look the part of a Division I basketball player. I think that's a big step. So those are things that I'm really working on, but you know, you can never just be satisfied in one particular part of your game. You just always got to work in that sign and just until you're close to perfect. You never be perfect, but as close as you could get.
Right. Coach O chiming in, great player, even better person, blessed to be around this kid. St. Ray's way. Let's see. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
St. Ray's way. Do you think, Brandon, I guess when it comes to working out and when it comes to getting a session in, do you feel like you learn better actually working out and doing drills or versus watching video, or both, in terms of learning the basketball game?
You talking to me or Bill B?
No, B. Forget you, Randy. I'm talking to you.
My bad.
I like just a mixture of both. Like, I like watching myself, you know, and I don't watch myself just to look at a highlight or stuff like that. I just watch the whole game, see, you know, what I do well, what I didn't do good. And so it's easier to watch film on myself, see what I need to do better at, then go and then work on it in the gym. I think that's important because now I really know what I need to work on, what I need to do in the gym. So yeah.
What's the when someone says like a coach or whatever, we're going to the gym today, we're going to the lab. Like, what's a typical workout shot regimen that you're doing, and how long are you in the lab for?
Well, it depends on the day. At least an hour. Hour, sometimes 2. But you know, I get in the gym usually nowadays because I'm in season, so I'll just go, you know, stretch, do some ball handling, and then just get a lot of shots up. You know, just get a lot of shots up, and then just work on moves that I would do in the game. You know, and pretty much about an hour and a half, and then you know, that's it.
And how often do you do it? Like how many times per week do you do it?
Almost every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Probably not like a Sunday, but even some Sundays, like just.
Yeah, I hear you, Denny. So before you left, I talk about B's workout regimen, how many times in the gym, the lab. So a man taking a lot of shots per day. So you know, to be perfect, that's what you got to do.
If you had to give advice to young buck coming up behind you, someone who wants to follow your steps from the Bronx, can you give us at least a couple of things just some advice on what to stay away from, how to stay focused?
Yeah, you know, no matter where you're from, there's always going to be things that you could fall into that could lead to trouble, you know, and not even just being from the Bronx. You could be from anywhere. You could be in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? There's always something you could fall into that's going to lead to no good, but just focus on the main thing. And whether it's basketball, whether it's school, whatever, just focus on that and just be patient. You know, not everything's going to be all golden at first. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to work at it, and even if you work on it, sometimes it might not always work out. But it builds like character, it builds the type of person you're gonna be in life. And so I would just say be patient and just stick with it, whatever you're doing in life.
I want to circle back to you being the all-time leading scorer. Think about it, man. Like we mentioned so many names: Kareem Reed, Julius Hodge, Allen Ray, Chuck Bryan, Orlando Antigua.
What's that
So
number? What's that number? Like 29? Is that 3,200? What's that final number?
yeah, what's the number, B?
Like 3,200 probably.
Well, I'm at like 19.
Oh, it's a 19. Okay,
1900.
19 around there. Something. Yeah, but that's still
a lot of buckets.
points.
Like that.
What's your career high? What's your career high in high school?
37.
Wow.
Talk to me about that game. How did it feel?
Against who? Against
Cardinal Hayes.
Oh, at Cardinal Hayes or at Rays?
When did you know you was in a rhythm?
I kind of just I was just in the zone. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after the game, it was like, and it's crazy because I had my career high, and then I had the same night I scored my 1,000 point in the same game. And so I didn't even know, like, you know, how big the game I had. You know, I was just playing and trying to get the win, and at the end, it was like, oh, you had to, oh, that's pretty cool. So,
Randy, you know how good a player is when they're in the zone and they don't even recognize it. That tells you everything. That tells you everything you need to know. When a player is in the zone, he don't even recognize. It's a machine.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it. I know you guys love playing at home, but do you feel like there's an extra sense of whatever? Like if you go to a Cardinal Hayes, you go to at Stepanak, where you trying to prove to their fan base, like, yeah, I hear all this talk, whatever, but now I'm trying to show and prove what I can do. Do you feel like a better, like, yeah, I want to beat these teams at their own home?
Yeah, I had my best high school games is on the road. Like all my at Stepanak, at Nazareth, at Cardinal Hayes, all my biggest games is on the road, and so I always kind of like felt up to the challenge when you're in another team's home and you just try there, and it's extra motivation for me at least, and I feel like I play better in those type of environments.
Are you gonna miss high school basketball when it's all said and done? I know people get really emotional and it's a growing up process, but it's like you go into a new chapter. But I know this must mean a lot that once it's over, it's gonna be like, damn, man, I can't believe 4 years went by that quick.
Yeah, it is kind of like a bittersweet thing. Like, you know, I've enjoyed my time in high school, and I'm gonna, you know, Friday night matchups in the CHSAA, you know, the playoffs, like right now, we getting ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And stuff. But, you know, it's not over for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the next level. So, you know, that's it's a beautiful thing. But not being able to play in front of family and friends all the time, it's gonna be different. But, you know, I'll miss it. But I'm more excited to play in college.
One more before I let Denny go ahead. Aside from the basketball, I think he might have asked, but I'll remix it. Aside from basketball, what have you learned in your 4 years at St. Raymond's as a young kid, as a young adult? Like, what have you learned more about yourself being there?
Just being like a brother to somebody, like a brotherhood. That's like I built like a brotherhood with so many people at St. Raymond's, and just like growing up and maturing over the years, just becoming more mature. Those are two things that like I really learned at St. Raymond's, is how to be a brother to your friend, and how to just mature and see life in a different lens than being like an immature kid ready to go crazy over one thing. But you know, you just as you go through high school, you start to see life in a different lens.
Denny?
Well, listen, Brandon Stores Jr., aka the Bodega owner. That's what I heard. They call you the Bodega owner. I want to thank you so much for me. Anyway, I want to thank you so much, and obviously it's in the game podcast for coming on. But I just want to thank you for staying focused and being able. Are
you leaving me already, Dennis? Are you leaving me?
Yeah, man. You know what? Unfortunately, it's in the game podcast. We have to still churn out some work. I got to do some behind the scenes work, but I still made it for you. Listen, this man right here, I did some research, and I think he's gonna be phenomenal playing on the Damon Stoudemire in the ACC. We're definitely gonna be paying attention to him. But again, it's no small feat. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Randy from the Bronx, New York. It's no small feat. Well, Manhattan. This is Bronx, New York, and Manhattan. Anyway,
same thing.
It's no small feat to be from the Bronx and be able to be focused and be able to graduate high school and go to college on a full scholarship.
Right.
So I applaud you. I thank you for being focused. Your family should be proud. And going forward, we're going to be paying attention to you. So thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today on It's in the Game. I got a dip. Randy's not, but I got it.
Yeah,
so
don't go nowhere. I got you.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you for having me. I appreciate
all day.
it.
And also, too, if anytime you want to loan me your hair, just for you know what I mean? Because the kid Randy still got the kid need work. I need some work. So anytime you want to let the boy hold that down, I'd appreciate you.
I got you.
I holla later.
I D. So my brother tapping in Bodega owner. My favorite player, Big Bronx. I'll ask you this. So we've seen you on the street ball circuit, many tournaments, hoops in the sun, you know, top of the hill, Dykeman, all the big heavy ones. When you are out in these tournaments during the non-high school basketball season, like what is it? Is it more like I want to still work on my game, work on the craft, or get the street cred? Like, and stuff. What do you look forward to most when it comes to playing on the street ball circuit every summer?
Well, it's a couple of different things. Like I like to work on my game in the summer, especially like in these tournaments. I like to work on my game, but at the end of the day, I want to win too because it's bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? You're playing against people in your neighborhood, playing against kids all over the Bronx from different boroughs, and so I want to win. At the end of the day, I want to win, and so that's what I try to do in every tournament I go into.
Yeah, I mean, well, you've been winning. I think you got a couple top of the hill, right?
Nah, I didn't win the top of the hill. I lost in the chip 2 years in a row.
Come on, B. You
But
gotta
I got
get one of those.
Hoops in the sun chip. I got hoops in the sun.
Hey, you know what? That is a fact. You got one last year. You got one 2 years ago. With Coach Mark. That was dope. And you playing, which kind of circles me to this question because obviously before high school you do the AAU circuits and you were with Gauchos and Coach Book and I seen the photos of you playing with Magic Mel and young Ty Turnage and a young Cayenne who looks totally different now than what he did 4 or 5 years ago. Playing with those kids and seeing their development and going D1. Like what do you say about those kids?
Yeah, I mean we all started kind of in the same. We all started with the Gauchos, and we all played against each other throughout the years. All these guys out here that's from New York, I've played against since I was younger, and just like me, they just stuck with it. They kept putting in work, and that's why they at where they at today. They just keep putting in the work, keep striving, and we all compete against each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the best, just like I know they're trying to be the best, and so I'm sure that keeps them motivated and keep working every day.
How was it playing in those peach jams and stuff like that? Because not a lot of kids get a chance to do that, but to do that every summer, Vegas, Atlanta, California, whatever. Like, how is it being a young kid and going around the country playing basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, and you get to travel the country playing basketball with your friends. Like it's like the best thing you could possibly do. And then playing in peach jam, just playing in front of a lot of college coaches, NBA scouts, and then you playing against the best teams in the country, the number one players. Like you playing against future NBA players. You know what I'm saying? It's the best experience. Even if you're playing on Under Armour or Adidas, every circuit got a future NBA player on it, and so you'll get to play in front of college coaches, NBA scouts. So it's a whole different type of feeling that is special.
I mean, sometimes you even play in front of NBA players like LeBron and Carmelo. It's like the shit is not regular to play a game. You're looking at these Hall of Famers looking at you and scouts like if in your mind, like if I don't produce, I got LeBron watching me, I got Melo watching me. I don't want to embarrass myself,
Yeah, but I feel like well, at least me, I use that as like motivation. Like, I gotta have a good game. I gotta stand out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So you have a chance to be the first single race player to reach 2,000 points. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of buckets, bro.
Yeah, you know, I've been playing since a freshman, so you know,
Oh,
not too many guys in St. Ray's history
yeah.
get a chance to play as a freshman, start. So you know, I've just been lucky to
Mhm.
situation that I came into.
Talk about circling back to stepping at this weekend. Coach Lopez. I want to know more about his impact. And listen, you get to learn a lot from a coach. Be be a better man, a better person. What is obviously there's a lot of coaches under this tree. I don't want to forget, but he's your head coach
Right.
at St. Ray's. So what has his impact been on you?
Low, he's always kept it. He's always kept it real with me, and he always gave me a chance. You know, you know, letting a freshman start on varsity and kind of run everything through him from day one is it's a risk, but you know, he just had that much faith and confidence in me, and so I always you know, be appreciative of him for doing that, and then he's always just pushed me and try to get me to be the best version of myself always, and he never lets me slack. He always telling me like, oh, you're not good enough, like you got to be better, you got to be better every day. And so that's why I stayed at St. Ray's, you know, because I got confidence in Coach Lopez, and I want to win a championship for him, and so that's why, you know,
Mm,
relationship
yeah.
is because he's honest with me, and I'm honest with him, and he keeps pushing me to be a better player every day.
I mean, listen, I was there in the building when you won the championship last year. I would say you guys were the underdog because the Stepanak team is a team that is always looked at as the winner. Like they get a coach of the year with Massaroni. They had Boogie Flan last year. He's in Arkansas now,
Yeah,
and just seeing that kind of talent and still come back and be a 1 seed now. You're the 3rd seed, but I've seen it before. So I
right.
mean, I'm looking forward to the game. It's gonna be great. But I mean, come on, back to back, bro. Can we get back to back?
I think we could do it. I'm confident. confident.
Real quick, mention, you see kids like Boogie, you see kids like Ian Jackson, you see kids like RJ Davis and Malachi Smith from the Bronx, Mount Vernon, all that area. They go to college, they become big time standouts and potential draft picks. Do you look at those players as like the inspiration? Like, hey, if they can do it and be in that spot, then I got to work my ass off to be in that spot or even better.
Yeah, exactly what you said. I look at them and I'm like, I, I gotta be on the same level as them. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a drop off with me. You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me motivated and keep wanting to work harder every day, so I could
Mhm.
be at that level and be in that same conversation as those guys are. Because like you said, some of them have a chance to go to the league, but they all having great college careers. Like they all making a name for themselves at the school they at. So you know, I'm just trying to do the same.
Yeah. And then plus you have the city championships coming up in Fordham in March. So,
Hmm.
like after that, then everything is done.
Yeah, everything is done after that. So
Yeah, bro. Come
be
on, man.
over real soon.
Yo, man, don't get too emotional now, man. You gotta, pick your head up. It's you want to bigger and better things, man.
Nah, yeah, I know.
That's the one chip you don't have, right? The city championship.
Right, that's the one chip.
Mhm.
We gotta get that. We
Gotta
gotta get.
get that, man. Gotta bring it back. Gotta bring it back home to the Bronx, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? My last one. Matter of fact, let me see. No, of course, Joe gonna ask this question. What's your favorite summer league? I'll wait. put you on the spot, man. It's what we do. I mean,
Favorite league. Um,
well,
the TOA family. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably put them and Hoops in the Sun 1 and 2.
oh, the first one was what? The first one?
TOH.
Oh, T.O. Top of the Hill. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, they tough too. Big on youth basketball, high school basketball. That's the one you don't have a chip in, but you got to chew at the beach, man. So you got defend.
Since I was young, since like 4th, 5th grade, and it's
Yeah,
going up there playing and
What are some tournaments you haven't played yet in the city?
I never played in like West Fourth, Gerd. I never played out there.
Well,
But
you got to at some point, bro. You got to.
I don't know.
I hear that, bro. You're going to college and all that concrete stuff is like out the window now.
Nah, yeah, but I really have no desire to go all the way out to Gersh and West Fourth. No.
Well,
so ain't really no need.
No.
But I Dykeman, TOH, Lincoln Park,
yeah,
all the like uptown tournaments. So
I'll end on this note. First of all, I want to wish you luck this weekend. Joe and I will be in the building. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully win a back-to-back championship. The game's gonna be good regardless. Stay healthy out there. And I guess for my brother and I would really want to thank you for last summer. We tried to get this game with you, Cayenne, and to play the beach. It was a lot going on behind the scenes, but we made it happen. And although the weather didn't fully cooperate, it was just a great time to see you and Cayenne play together again at the beach. And for Kips Bay champions, by the way, also Josiah from Stepping X. So just seeing you guys out there do your thing and just having fun out there. First time Cayenne was there playing, Carmelo was there, but I think that does not happen without your involvement. So from myself and Joe, and I'll say it publicly, that we want to thank you for making it happen. Because if you weren't around, maybe he doesn't show up, but we'll never know. But it was good to see you guys out there last summer.
Nah, yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all always show love to me, always to me and my family. My little cousin too. Y'all always show love, and I always feel welcome at the beach, and that's why that's why I really wanted to come and play this summer. And even past summers, like I always loved playing at the beach, and it's just a good environment, and y'all always show love, so I appreciate y'all.
Nah, likewise, bro. Hey, we got to run it back this summer, defending champion. What do you think?
Hey, if I'm around, maybe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's why you could be busy. Yeah, it's over, man. You're big time now. You're big time now. Brandon, man, we love you, man. We appreciate you. Much love to you and the family. Good luck this weekend. I know we'll chop it up soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No doubt. I got you.